Hey guys, Pat here. I'm gonna do a quick little head-to-head versus the Samsung S25 Plus and the Samsung S24 Plus, which I just got the new one and I need to send this one back in the mail. So the Samsung S25 is gonna be Plus on the right and the S24 Plus is gonna be on the left. You can see they both have cases on. I always order a case and always put my phone in a case. It's always better for protection. But let's open them up and see if the Face ID is gonna pick it up. Yep, on this one and this one. Yep, same thing. So you can see the speed is pretty quick too to unlock. So let me just open up a few apps here and just see the speed of which how it opens it up. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, this was already loaded. So let's close it up. All right, 3, 2, 1. There you go. A little bit faster on the S25. That's going to be to be expected because of the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Another little cool bonus with the S25 is now you have lens covers on the back. For each one of the lens, you have a tiny little lens cover that you can remove and replace if the lens gets, well, so that the lens don't get scratched up. So that's a nice little bonus, right? So that way your phone camera lens are not going to be scratched up. So this is the same principle as with action cameras, that you have a cover that you can just remove, unscrew or click in the case of GoPro. This one you just pulls off. I think it's just friction fitted. So it's pretty simple. So let's open up some other apps like Amazon and see how fast it is. 3, 2, 1. And there you go, a little bit faster on the, well, actually, you know what? Let me just make sure to reload them and see how it is. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so a little bit faster on the S25. There's not much of a difference, to be honest. Like for everyday stuff like that, it's not like, let's open Facebook up and see quick here. It's pretty much the same. So, like, you're not getting that much of an upgrade, but when it's going to come to more intensive tasks like gaming and stuff like that, this is where you're going to see a difference, where you have, like, I'm a little bit of a gamer, and when you're playing games and stuff like that, it's just like that microsecond, that little lag, that little delay when you're picking up something on the ground, and it's just like it's just a little bit better. So, but the thing is, if I'm only paying which, with the offer that you had right now, this is 512 gig, this is 256 gig, so I had to downgrade a little bit. But with the same storage, I think I was looking at 350 or 375 for the same storage. I decided to go one notch below because I'm not even using the full 250, I mean the 512, I'm barely at 100 and something gig of usage with all the photos and videos that are saved up on my phone, so it's not much. So it's basically a wash. So I can show you guys some photos. I'll probably include that in video as well, but let's just see on the phone. I just took a couple of photos today, so let's go to the first one and see how it is. So the difference in photos, like, they're pretty much the same, like everything else. Whoop, not that away. So I took the same photo, and you can see some difference in the exposure and everything. Maybe that's the HDR. Maybe I need to enable some settings in there, but it's exactly the same. So a little zoom here, and look, actually, I think it's even looking, it's about the same. Yeah, it's about the same. So you can see a little bit of color shift, color science and stuff. Like, it's a little bit different, but it's pretty similar. Like the photos, like maybe I have like something like HDR enable in this one, but it's pretty much the same. Like, you can see it's a little different in the colors, and maybe it's a little bit better on the S25. Like, that is subjective. But yeah, you can see a little bit more details in the trees and stuff. Like, this is 30x. This isn't even supposed to be like, this is just digital zoom at that point. It's just a 3x lens and multiply by 10 with the digital zoom. So if we're looking at just regular photos and just like, I'm going to try to, I'll include some of these photos in the videos, but I just want to show you guys on the phone here. It's pretty much the same thing, guys. It's there's not much to be said here. Like, the photo quality is almost the same. Like, you wouldn't notice a difference too much in between the two. Maybe the processing on the on the Snapdragon 8 Elite is gonna allow you to have slightly better picture quality or something, but I don't see much of a difference. Let's open up Maps just for fun. Click. And yeah, it's pretty much the same. I had like a couple of issues when I first got the S24 Plus, like especially on Google on a long road trip. At some point, the GPS just frits out, and I had to restart the phone mid-trip while I was taking exits and highways, and I was running out of fuel, so it was a little bit sketchy. So hopefully I don't have those kind of issues with well, it only happened once, and once I restarted the phone, which is something you have to do with Android. It's just the nature of the beast. You have to restart your phone every so often to get optimal performance. So it's just stuff. Let's open up some web page here. Google search, and let's see. Let's say, do I have the other one here? Let's say Canadian Tire. Do I have Canadian Tire here? I might have like which one I got? That's could be similar. Rona. Well, you know what? Let's just do it like that. Printable, which is something I do often. So click. And yes, it's going to be slightly faster, but it's half a second. It's not contest page and blah, blah, blah. Submit your design. So let's click on this here. So slightly faster on the S25. It's to be expected. You have a little bit faster processor. So is it worth upgrading? Not really. If you don't want to spend the extra the $300 that it takes to upgrade. For me personally, like it's the latest model. Like it's 1 more year coverage. Like especially when there's a big leap in processor, like this Snapdragon 8 Elite versus the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. I think that's on the S24. It's just gonna mean that the leap is just it's worth upgrading to me, because if I decide to keep the phone for 2, 3, 4 years, then it's gonna be worth it, because the processor, I don't think the next leap that they're gonna put next year is gonna be, although I could always switch if at that point, but I don't think the next leap is gonna be as dramatic as this one. So in terms of processor, you're gonna just get more performance and more longevity out of the S25. So I still have to customize the S25 to the way I like, but it's just up to here. It's not too bad. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this little quick video, just showing you guys some details on the S24 versus the S25. So yeah, the camera, you can definitely tell which one is which, and I got to remember to to know which one is which before I send the other one back. So and I still got to remove my SIM card from this one also, because yeah, I'm not gonna leave anything that doesn't belong in there. So but yeah, hopefully the trade-in process is pretty straightforward, pretty easy, and they give me like the value stated for my phone, which is about $700, which is pretty good. Because if you try to resell it, like you might resell it for 500 or something. So it's just like if Samsung wants to give incentive, it wants to give me incentive every year to switch to their latest model, then if it's a really, really good deal, then why not? Just upgrade and get the latest and greatest. So all right, here are some photo samples that I took for the exact same pictures, and let's start with this one. And you guys can see, I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see that. I am screen recording, so you guys will see through the recording to the screen that I have for this. And let's switch it up to the next one here. This is the 1x. This is the 0.5, so this is the wide angle, and this is the 3x zoom here, and this is all the way up to 30 zoom. So all right, let's look at the S25. All right, guys, here are the same media samples on the S25 Plus. This is at 1x. This is 0.5x. Yeah, 0.5, so the wide angle. So let's zoom in all the way on the screen, and let's go back to the 1x here. You can see a little bit of color shift, right, between the lens. So it's not the same exact color, but yeah, you can see in the back there, a little foggy. So maybe the scene has changed. Maybe the wind in between the two pictures, but so this is the 3x. So you can see here, yeah, I think the sun might have come out in between two shots, so of the S24 versus the S25. So yeah, you can see, you can zoom in on that house there, and let's go 30x just for fun. And this is 30x on the S25 Plus. So yeah, so 30x is digital zooming. It's not all that great, but it gives you guys an idea and a sample on the quality. This is 3x, this is 0.5, and this is 1x, just a regular camera. So which is supposed to be the best one. But yeah, so let me guys know what you think. Quality settings, everything is the same on both phones, so hopefully it gives you guys a good idea. But photos are very similar, so I wouldn't change the phone just for the photos. Like I said, the processor is the main attraction for switching. All right, hope you guys enjoy.